Shaun White World Stage is the sequel to last year's surprisingly fun Wii game, Shaun White Road Trip. But you'll be forgiven if you can't tell the two apart, because very little has been changed for the sequel. The simple, fun gameplay and stylish visuals keep this one of the better kids games on Wii, but if you already took the road trip, you may be disappointed that Shaun White doesn't have a lot of new tricks up his sleeve. The first thing you should know is that this game is aimed squarely at kids. Everything from the simple arcade gameplay to the exaggerated graphics to the Saturday morning cartoon humor is very kid-friendly. This is not a bad thing. It works well as a kid's game. Just know that this isn't the realistic snowboard sim that a seasoned gamer might want. The graphics are very similar to the last game, and it still looks good. These types of stylized visuals work well on the Wii. The animation is fluid, and it particularly looks nice when you get going super fast. The crowds look a little cheap, but I guess you can't have it all. The licensed music choices are fun, but there aren't enough of them to avoid being repetitive. World Stage has a new hub system that takes place in an airport. Here you'll select events to participate in, check your stats, and view achievements. However, a big new addition is the trick machine, where you can actually design your own stunts with Wii Motion Plus. Twist and move the controller around, and the character will match your movements. You can actually replace all the game's tricks with ones that you make, which is a cool little bit of customization. The gameplay is largely unchanged, so while it still works, it may feel a little too familiar if you played the first game. You steer with the remote, flick to jump, and whip it around to perform tricks while your character is in the air. Like last year, you can also step onto the Wii balance board to steer your way down the slopes, and this method is pleasantly responsive. Note that Wii Motion Plus isn't used when you're actually playing the game. Maybe that functionality will be included in next year's Shaun White. The structure of World Stage is a little different. You start off ranked as number 100 and need to work your way up to number 1 by winning events. There are a good variety of challenges like races, trick-based events, half pipes, and an elimination mode where the person in last place gets eliminated at every checkpoint. You can earn up to 3 stars in each event, and every time you earn a star, you go up 1 rank. It's a fun system, but I beat the game in a day, so don't expect it to last you all winter. Shaun White was good on Wii last year, and it's still fun a year later. Not a lot has changed though, and you may be a little underwhelmed if you've already been down the mountain. I also want to stress that this is a kids game, although it's one of the better kids games around. If you're still looking for a fun arcade racer, World Stage fits the bill. For more details on